A. I want you to picture the first time you hit play and the room doesn't just shake, it feels alive. If you re the kind of person who has sat through music or movie nights feeling like something was missing, that fullness, that presence, pause and check the current price and stock of the REL HT/1205 MKI before anything else, because upgrades this satisfying Dante hang around when people finally hear what they've been chasing. This subwoofer is for someone who feels when a system isn't complete. You've lived with setups that claim depth but never actually give you that visceral connection. You've cranked volume hoping for punch, only for the bass to blur and fade. You've thought, why doesn't this feel right? That's the moment you realize you've outgrown compromise and you want performance that genuinely moves you. The first thing you notice when the HT/1205 MKI is in your room isn't just louder bass, it's controlled bass that actually belongs in the mix. You stop chasing presence with volume because everything suddenly has purpose. Music feels fuller with real low-frequency definition. Movie soundtracks hit with authority, not just rumble. Footsteps in games aren't guesses, they remapped and felt. Imagine a quiet suspense scene where the score drops and you feel it in your body. A bass guitar line in music doesn't just buzz, it resonates with clarity and weight. In surround sound, transitions feel intentional, not messy. That sensation where everything clicks is what performance at this level feels like. This isn't about raw numbers you read on a spec sheet. It's about presence and control. You'll notice how tight and articulate the lows are, how they support everything above without overpowering. Once you feel that, anything weaker feels like a compromise. If you're hesitating because you're weighing space or price, let me flip that hesitation. This sub doesn't just add depth, it brings balance. The surprise benefit nobody tells you is how calm and composed your entire system sounds once the bass finally makes sense. You won't just hear the improvement, you'll feel it every time you press play. You feel bass that's defined and purposeful, you feel dynamics that actually matter, you feel music and movies deeply and evenly, you feel your system finally together. It's not the smallest unit, and getting the placement just right takes attention, but that's the trade-off for control you want to outgrow. Comparison loops only delay what your ears are already telling you. Ordinary bass won't satisfy once you've felt this level of depth and clarity. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you keep postponing and quietly regret later. Check the latest price and availability and take the step now. Once you live with this kind of performance under your feet, going back won't feel like an option.